Hey, good morning, friends. Um, Thanks for joining this call. Hope everybody is doing well. Let us start in the series Top 10 Learnings. I have brought another book for you, The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R Covey. So let us see what we have today for you from this channel. Let me pull up the presentation. Okay, so let us move to the topic today. Hope everybody is excited. Please ping in the chat box if you're excited. Thank you. Okay. So it's a great book. The author is no more, but it's still a bestseller. It is written by Stephen R Covey. He's one of the authors from USA. So the topic is the seven habits of highly effective people. We'll learn about all the seven habits, what the author has mentioned, and how it applies to your life. At the same time, we'll have three more additional learnings from the same book. So we'll have 10 learnings from this book. Let us see. Now, moving to the first one, be proactive. So, proactive means what? It is the word proactive is formed of two words, pro and active. Active means you are taking action, and pro means it's indicates that you are taking action prior to the planned. So being proactive means you are planning ahead of the time and taking action. So be proactive. How does it help? See, there are two approaches to most of the problem situations you face. Some situations you will face at random. You do not know what is going to happen. But most of the routine things or most of your goal setting, your pathways, you speculate and you know almost majority of the things. So what being proactive means, you have to plan ahead, you have to take responsibility, you have to be ready for any situation whatsoever comes in your life. It may be a random situation, it may be a pre-planned one which you know already. Suppose you have to attend a marriage ceremony in your family and you are staying away from your family or relationship. So being proactive means you will plan ahead when you have to go to the place, you have to apply any leaves, you have to delegate your work during the time you are not actively working. So those actions you will do prior to the event plan. So you are being proactive. So you take responsibility of the known events happening in your life. But yeah, all the things are not pre-planned. Some things come at random. So you train your mind to be ready for some of the things which are going to come. You know it may come, and you have planned your steps, your actions, and you have trained your mind. If that happens, you will be taking that action. So this is related to taking responsibility of whatever comes to you. You will have choices, and if you have trained your mind to take the best choice or create alternative choices, then it will be easy for you to face the situations in your life. This reminds me to a story, a very ancient story. So there was a king. He was very proactive and he had planned so many things for his capital or for his castle to be protected. What happened? One night, in the mid of night, some soldiers came to him and awakened him up. The king asked what happened. So they told that we have been attacked by the nearby kingdom, and now what we need to do, we are not sure. So what he told, he gave one map, one strategy map to tackle this kind of situation, what he has planned in advance. And then he again went to sleep because he was confident that it will be taken care with that strategy. And by the morning he woke up, he got the news that the attacking kingdom was defeated and they went back barehanded, and now situation is in control. So that is a story, and you can take reference from it. That is how it works. If you are proactive, you are taking responsibility of everything whatever happens in your life, then you will be able to handle things properly and you will be flourishing. You will set goals and you will achieve your goals. Things will go not planned, things will go not favorable, but if you are proactive, you will be better than others to handle the same or similar situations. So work in that area and share your thoughts through the chat box. I'll be happy to listen back from you. Thank you. Moving to the next one, let's see what we have as the second one. Begin with the end in mind. What does it mean? We are beginning, but we are talking about end. How does it work? So, you have to begin with the end in mind. That means whatever you have started, you should know where I am going, what is the final destination for this, and how I am going to reach there. So, you have to define your goals, the outcomes, what you want out of it, and then you have to backtrace through the steps you have to take to reach to that end goal. So, suppose you are planning to launch a business, then what you have to do? You have to set your goals and understand what will be the outcome, where you will be, what you will be doing, what kind of business it is, and what are the departments will be there, which people will work with you, what kind of skills you require, what kind of people you need to work with. So you can start with the end goal and then backtrace, plan based on the outcome you need, and then you start executing the plan. So that is how it works. People plan lot of things in advance. Suppose if we take the example of Geo network. So earlier we had Vodafone, Airtel, BSNL and other networks. We didn't know about Geo. Then what, how it happened? Then the smart guy Mukesh Ambani thought of Geo coming into this business, and then it got through a lot of plannings with the end goal that we are going to create an environment where people are using data very easily. And that was the breakthrough. See, before 15, 20 years, nobody was using data that much. Nobody has this kind of smartphone which people are using nowadays. Now everybody is using data 2 GB, 3 GB, or many more GBs in their mobiles. But when Geo was planning, that time it was not there. But they visualized, okay, we have to create an environment, the infrastructure, so the people can enjoy using data. And that time industry was booming, and the video streaming, all these things was just picking up. So they visualized, okay, down the line in 3 to 5 years we are going to create that kind of infrastructure where we make it easy to common man to use the data. And they started with the end goal, and they broken up that goal into different steps and into actions, into projects, and then it got realized. And then now you are taking a small subscription, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, something like that, and then you are enjoying the data. You are streaming videos, you are watching all the reels and videos, so many things you are doing with the data. But some 10, 15 years back, that was not the story in India. So that is how it works. You have to think in mind what is the end goal. And that's why author is saying that begin with the end in mind. And that is how the highly effective people plan and do the work and achieve their goal. So everybody will have goals, but if you want to achieve your goals, these points or these habits you have to build. The second one is begin with the end in mind. So you should be clear about what you are going to achieve out of what you are doing now. Be clear, set your goals, and plan and take actions. Actions is very important, my friend. Please be in that zone where you are taking actions, even small steps, because a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a small steps only. Hope you are taking notes also while watching these videos. It will be very helpful to you. Sit with pen and papers, try to interact, put in your comments, and take great notes. Those are going to help you. Or if you want to watch this video again and again, watch it again and again. Create your learnings, your habits, and grow in your life. That's why Thrive Vibes channel is created. Hope you are getting these points, and then it is going to help you. Thanks. Moving to the next one. The third one, put first things first. What does it mean? So you will have hundreds of tasks. Everybody will have 24 hours in a day, right? Do you know anyone who has 24 hours, 1 minute, or 24 hours, 1 second in a day? No. So you have to plan accordingly. Everybody will have this 24 hours only, and everybody will have hundreds of tasks to be taken care, or maybe tens of tasks, or some people have more than that. So you have, and this is definite that everything comes into your mind cannot be completed within 24 hours, and this is true for everyone. So how effective people do the things? They prioritize their tasks and then take the important ones first. So this reminds me to another book which we will bring in, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. So there he talks more about it, how to take care of the most urgent tasks. But from Stephen Covey, we get this. This is one of the habits of highly effective people. If you want to become highly effective, reach your goals, you have to follow this. So you have to prioritize your tasks. Once you know all your tasks, create a list of your tasks and then prioritize based on importance and urgency, and then take care of the tasks which are of great importance to you. He talks about a matrix, a quadrant, where there are four quadrants where the prioritization is being done based on importance and urgency. I'll create a separate video on that, how to decide your tasks based on that quadrant, based on importance and urgency, and how to prioritize that. But for now, you can start prioritizing your task based on importance. Urgency also matters, but for long term goals, you have to pick up the tasks which are more important that urgent. So plan your task in that way and start learning this habit and comment on this video. Thank you. Moving to the next one. Think win win. What does it mean? Win win. Definitely, if you want to get success, you want to win. But when you are working towards any of your goals, you are taking actions, you are interacting with people, whatever actions you take, it is going to impact you and others connected to you. Maybe those people working with you, maybe your boss, maybe your co-workers, and if you are running a business, maybe your subordinates. If you are a student, maybe your class or your friends. Everybody is getting impacted with your action, directly or indirectly. So in that kind of situation, you have to think like not only I win, others who are connected with me, how they can also win. So you have to choose a solution where everybody interacting to that situation feels that he is winning. How does this happen? So suppose, coming to this video on also, I am creating these videos with this kind of thinking in my mind, like thinking win win. This is a win for you. If you are going through these videos, you are getting the knowledge in nutshell, how to implement this knowledge. You'll be able to do that, and then you will create your good habits, and then you will implement those habits, and those habits are putting you on the path of success. So you are winning, my friend. Now, how I am winning? I am also winning because I am sharing my knowledge with others, with you. And when I am sharing my knowledge, I am creating more for me. I am attracting good things in my life, and I am getting something directly or indirectly towards my habits, towards my behavior, towards my persistence. That, yeah, even whatever the situation, I am coming to this session and I am delivering this kind of session. So This is a win-win situation. Please take reference from this, or you may have many more examples. If you start thinking in that way and start working in that way, you will be creating win-win situation. So everybody is happy and things are taken care properly, and you will create positive mindset, and you will get positive vibes, and that will help you to thrive in your life. Hope this connects with you. Share your knowledge or events where you apply this habit, and then how do you feel? You will definitely have good results if you think with this kind of habit. Thank you. Moving to the next one. The fifth habit, what author talks about: seek first to understand, then to be understood. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. So here, author is talking about the highly effective people and one of their habits. This habit indicates that you should be a good listener. What you need to do? See, if you can recall, or if you might have met great people. So, if you just reflect and see great people, whoever, whatever personality have influenced you in your life, you can just recall. You will see that person or that personality doesn't, when they get into discussion, they doesn't tend to speak much. They will allow you or others interacting to speak. They will try to understand, they'll be more curious, and they then only whenever required they will speak. So that's what you also need to implement. Be a good listener. You have to listen curiously, and then once you understand, then only you speak so that people understands you. Isn't this a bulb on moment for you? You might have heard like this is one of the great habit, being a good listener. But in day to day life we meet people, most of the people, where they are not eager to listen, they are only trying to speak first. People speak first. People are tend to speak first, and you, me, most of the people, knowingly or unknowingly, do that. But what we need to do, we have to get out of that habit and create this habit of highly effective people to be highly effective, so that you can walk towards your goal properly. So try to be a good listener. And with my experience, I implemented this long back, and now, and since I what I recall, since I have implemented this, I am very well at networking. I am very well at public speaking and creating relationship. So be a good listener. You have to be listening curiously. When you listen curiously to someone, you create an environment where that person is getting excited to share the things with you. We say, right? He talked open heartedly. When do people talk open heartedly? They open their heart and share everything with you when you listen to them. And this is not only in some situations, this can be implemented in any of the situations. Try to implement this and you will see the good things, miracles happening in your communication skills, and it will definitely change your life. Be assured. Thank you. Moving to the sixth habit, what author calls synergize. So, what does this mean, synergize? In one of the videos, we talked about the mastermind principle. I think in Think and Grow Rich, the author talks about the mastermind principle, and that is what this synergize also means. So, whatever you are doing with whatever people you are working, with whatever tools you are working, with whatever situations you are working, you have to leverage everything. You have to set your behaviors, your actions towards in coherence and in synchronization with all the things to achieve better outcomes. So, highly effective people do not tend to be rigid. They synergize, they are flexible based on the situation. They change their approaches because they are headed towards goals, and it's very very important to achieve the goal rather than being rigid. It's not about your ego to win, it's about you to achieve your goal. It's works like that. So you need to learn how to synergize. You start working on this, take care of the situations, and then you will be thriving towards success. Moving to the seventh habit of highly effective people, which is sharpen the saw. This is very, very important. Sharpen the saw means, so let me give you the literal meaning of it. Sharpen the saw. You might have seen a woodcutter. It will cut the wood with saw, and it's cutting, and after some time you will see the woodcutter sharpening the saw. So this is literal meaning of these words. How does it work in our life or work? We also need to sharpen our saw. We need to improve our skills. We need to enhance our behaviors, habits. We have to build new habits. So what we are doing, we are continuously sharpening our saws so that we keep cutting. If the woodcutter doesn't sharpen the saw, he'll be not able to keep cutting the wood because the saw will not work. So you have to learn new things. You have to enhance your skills. And the way the times are changing, the era is going very fast. The things are being obsolete in the market. So you need to learn how to sharpen your saw, how to continuously improve, how to learn new skills, how to create new habits to be in the marketplace, to be productive, to be a person or an entity which can be paid for your work. See, the things are changing very fast. Earlier, we were using big cameras for recording. Now, everybody and anybody is recording with a small device. The things keep changing, and those businesses who did not keep pace with the change, they did not sharpen their saw, they are no more. Do you see a Nokia mobile Now I think they are coming back again with smart mobiles, but they were very good and bestseller and top seller in the mobile segment 10, 15 years back. But when this era of data came, videography came, and the streaming came, where people started using smartphones, Nokia didn't realize, they did not sharpen their saws, and they became obsolete. Same is the things with the world's best camera providers, Kodak. What happened to Kodak? Do you see a Kodak camera now? What happened to HMT watches? Do you see an HMT watch showroom now? These businesses did not realize, and they did not change themselves based on the market situation, and they became obsolete. If you take your position also, if you are working or running a business, you have to continuously improve, continuously learn the new skills whatever coming into market in your area of expertise. Things are changing very rapidly. You have to work on learning new things. If you see an old photographer who was equipped for taking only photos and hard copy of photos, they cannot survive. Now they have to learn the digital things. They have to learn how to edit the photo on the laptop. They need to set up the things so that they can be with the time. And those who are doing improving, they are in the market. Those who are rigid, they are not in the market. So this is what highly effective people do. They keep reading books, they keep learning new skills, and they keep growing. My friend, if you are not on the path of growth, if you are not growing, then you will not remain at that position also. You are going to degrade. Mark my word. Either you have to flourish, or if you stay there, you will degrade. Your value will decay with the time. So, buckle up and then learn new things in your area of expertise. If you are a student, learn new skills, hot skills, whatever is in the market, and then only you are going to get highly paying jobs. If you are into a job, learn the new skills, whatever required, learn the new tools, whatever required, and be with the pace of the market. If you are doing business, then learn new things coming into the business, how to implement it, and be ahead of the crowd. That's how you have to grow. If you are not growing, then by default you are diminishing. So mark my words and work on this. This is one of the very, very important aspects or behaviors of highly effective people. If you see, they keep learning, they keep improving their habits and their behavior, and they keep thriving. Thanks. So these were the 7 habits from the author in the book. Now we will have 3 more learnings from the same book. Let us see what this is. These are. The next one is build character ethics. What is this? Character ethics. So you will have a character, and if you see highly effective people or whatever personality you recall by listening to this audio in some area, you will see they will have some ethics, they will have some strong behavior, some traits which you want to follow. That's why you follow them. You don't follow a person, you follow their behavior. Like if you talk about any person who is successful in our area, you will see some good traits in his character, some good behaviors he follows. So you have to adapt to that and learn how to get into that. And you have to curatively create your character ethics. Ethics, ethics are the behaviors you will show in all the situations, because these are pre programmed in your mind that I will be doing this whatever happens. Suppose some people who are vegetarian, it's their ethics. They will never eat non-vegetarian food. Some people who doesn't get into drinking or smoking, they will never do that. Those are their ethics. Similarly, we will have our character ethics. Some people will never be late. They are punctual. We call them punctual. So those are character ethics. Some people, if they are students or they are working, they will complete their work before or on time. They are ready. They- those are their character ethics. So you identify where you want to go, visualize that character, create your ethics, and those ethics should be integrated to each other. It should not be like you are impacting others badly. Honesty should be there. It should be having proper thinking that, yeah, this will be my character and these are my ethics. It is not impacting others badly. Like, you cannot build a character like, okay, whatever happens, I'll cross the signal even if it's red. I am not going to stop. That is not the ethics. So similarly, you have to be careful while building your character, create your character ethics, and build your character. That is how you are going to be thriving in your life. Hope this makes sense. Please put in your comments and put in your experiences, whatever you have after implementing these things. I'll be very happy to hear from all of you. Thank you. Moving to the next one. The importance of emotional bank accounts. We know about bank account. What is this emotional bank accounts? So we are into relationships, and the relationships are guided by emotions. So the author suggests to create emotional bank accounts in every relationship where you think that this is the bank account, my relation with someone, maybe with your spouse or your friend or your boss or your parents, and then you create that account mentally, and then when you are doing something good, that will be a deposit, and that strengthens your relationship. So you are depositing into your bank account. Suppose you are obeying your parents, so you create a connection. You are depositing that you keep promises, you listen to them, and that is deposit, and that strengthens your relationship. If you are going against their will, that will be a negative, that will be a deduction, that will be a withdrawal from your account. So if you do in that way, you think like that, maintain your bank account, you know deposits should be more than withdrawals. And if you do less withdrawals, then only it is going to grow. So do more deposits and less withdrawals. Understand this, and this is going to help you in all your relationships. Please try to implement this consciously and share your experiences here. Thank you. Now, the last but not the least, the 10th one, paradigm shifts. What is paradigm shift? So, currently you are in a mindset, programmed, unprogrammed, or whatever it is there with you based on your learnings, your bringing up, your environment, and your experiences with your life. Now, what you need to do, you have to just create milestones where I am now. What are my ethics? What character I have? What are my good habits or bad habits? And then put it on paper. And then you think from here where you need to go. What character you need to build for yourself. What kind of skills you need to learn. What kind of habits you need to inculcate in yourself. What kind of thinking you need to have. Do that, and then after this create small actions, keep repeating those, and that will change your mindset, and you will be progressing towards your goals. Please do this exercise, and it is going to help you a lot, because paradigm shift, it's two words, but it takes lot of effort. Believe me, lots of effort required to do this paradigm shift. Like for an example, if you take, like you are not into a habit of reading books, but everybody knows reading book is a very good habit, but do they follow? No, they are not able to follow. How this paradigm shift will happen? How you are not liking reading the book? How you will be liking reading the book? It required lots of efforts. So re-evaluate yourself, create a plan, create a habit, and then keep working towards it. After a time period, maybe 21 days, or people talk about 30 days, 66 days, 90 days, you keep doing that, and you will see this change, and that will help you achieve your goals. So this is also very, very important. You do the paradigm shift if you want to see change in your life and achieve your goals. Okay, friends. So thanks for being here with me. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat box. I do not see any questions coming up at the moment. I know you might be overwhelmed with the knowledge which is shared here. Go through it. You can go through the video again and again. Create your notes. If you have any question, come back to this video and put in your comments, your questions, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Now, thank you for being with me here in this session. I enjoyed this a lot. Hope you are having good time with me. Please put in your comments, be connected, and yeah, with me, you just think and believe that you are getting something, you are growing, and you will be growing. That I can assure you. Thank you so much.